One of the quiet struggles many people carry is comparison. Not loud, not obvious, but heavy. It starts with small thoughts. Why is their life moving faster than mine? How did they get there so quickly? And before you realize it, you're no longer looking at your own journey. You're measuring it against someone else's.
And the scary part is, it feels normal, like everyone is doing it.
Exactly. We compare careers. We compare confidence. We compare timelines. And slowly we begin to feel like we're behind in life, even when we're not. Social media has made this worse. We see highlights, not the process. Victories, not the sacrifices. And our mind fills in the gaps with self-blame.
So that's why people feel empty even when they're trying their best.
Yes, because comparison steals joy quietly. It doesn't shout. It whispers, "You should be further. You're not enough yet." And those whispers can change how a person sees themselves. That's why today's story is for anyone who has ever felt small while watching someone else shine. Because this story isn't about being better than others. It's about understanding yourself.
That's nice, actually. I'm listening.
There was once a quiet town surrounded by hills and open fields. In that town lived a young man named Noah. Noah was consistent. He showed up. He worked hard. But no matter what he achieved, it never felt like enough.
Why?
Because Noah was always looking sideways. When his friend Daniel got praised, Noah felt invisible. When someone else succeeded faster, Noah felt slow. Even on good days, he would think, if I were truly doing well, wouldn't my life look like theirs? Over time, that thinking drained him.
So his problem wasn't effort, it was perspective.
Exactly. And one evening, while sitting alone after another long day, Noah finally admitted something to himself. I don't know who I'm supposed to become anymore. That night, he decided to take a walk, not to escape, but to clear his thoughts. And that walk would quietly change the way he saw his life. As Noah walked through the quiet path outside the town, he noticed an old man sitting on a wooden bench near a small garden. The man was calm, not rushed, just observing the plants as if he had all the time in the world. Noah almost walked past him, but something made him stop.
That moment where you don't know why, but you feel like you should stay?
Exactly. The old man looked up and said gently, "You look tired, not in your body, but in your thoughts." Noah hesitated, then sighed. "I keep trying," he said, "but no matter what I do, I feel like I'm falling behind everyone else." The old man smiled, not with pity, but understanding.
So he'd heard this story before.
Many times. The old man pointed toward the garden and asked, "Tell me, what do you see?" Noah looked around. "I see different plants. Some are tall, some are still small, some are flowering, some haven't bloomed yet." The old man nodded. "And do you think the smaller plants are failing?"
That question hits.
Noah paused. "No, they're just growing at their own pace." The old man smiled again. "Exactly. But when it comes to people, we forget this." He continued, "Every plant here needs a different amount of time, sunlight, and care. If I rush them, I don't help them, I damage them." Noah felt something settle in his chest.
So comparison is like rushing your own growth.
Yes. The old man said softly, "When you compare yourself to someone else, you're asking your life to grow in conditions it was never meant for." Then he stood up and added, "Your path doesn't need to look impressive to others. It only needs to be honest to you." Noah stood there in silence, replaying those words. For the first time in a long while, he wasn't thinking about where others were. He was thinking about where he was. And that shift made all the difference.
That sounds interesting.
That night, Noah went home with a different kind of silence in his mind. Not the heavy silence of self-doubt, but the calm silence of clarity. For the first time, he stopped asking, "Why am I not like them?" and started asking, "What can I do with what I already have?"
That sounds small, but it's actually a big shift.
It is, because from that moment, Noah changed how he moved through life. He stopped rushing his progress. He stopped measuring his days against other people's results. Instead, he focused on improving one skill at a time, quietly, consistently. Some days were slow. Some days felt boring, but they were his days.
And without comparison, the pressure eased.
Exactly. Months passed, then years. Noah didn't suddenly become famous. He didn't wake up rich overnight, but something deeper changed. He trusted himself. And when opportunities came, he was ready. Not because he chased them, but because he had grown into them. People began to notice his calm confidence. They asked how he stayed so focused in a noisy world. Noah would smile and say, "I stopped competing with people who aren't living my life."
That line alone is powerful.
Because it's true. A bird doesn't race a fish. The sun doesn't envy the moon. They all shine in their own time. And so do you. If you've been comparing your journey to someone else's, remember this. Your pace is not a problem. Your path is not wrong. You are not late. You're becoming.
Yes, you're just becoming.
If this story spoke to you, tell us in the comments. What is one thing you're learning to stop comparing in your own life? Your answer might help someone else feel less alone.